A lot of textures of... God, these textures are so bad, guys.
OMG, look at the tree textures.
Do you see over there the water? Oh my god.
When are we getting realistic Pokemon graphics?
Urgh.
It is a strange talking argument point that is common on like r/Pokemon. That like 3D Pokemon, or like going to 3D space for Pokemon.
Yeah, like, I think on one hand I can understand maybe, but on the other hand I don't. I think it's just because
It just makes it
annoying.
so much more, like, Pokemon gets so much more personality in a 3D space. Like, you could never do that in a 2D space. It makes it feel so much more like a real, lived-in world.
I think it's because their idle position isn't as in... Like, that's probably up, but like...
In the battles, yeah. Oh yeah, because they were so fucking interested in Gen 5 when they just rocked back and forth all the time. That's all they do. Love r/Pokemon. Sure, I feel like I could go on there and just look at the top posts from the past week. A lot of them would just be like...
Can you pull up a top post? I'd like to discuss them.
What the top posts from the week are on r/Pro. Let's see, do you think it's going to be complaining? How many posts down in the top from the week do you think before it's just like a post purely complaining?
Within 5.
Okay, it's just an image of lines and circles saying every kind of evolution line we have so far. The next is that gif of Squirtle carrying, or Zubat carrying Squirtle in the anime opening.
Huh?
Then there's a casino ad. No, a 3D printed Pokeball. Not much there. Nope, a drawing of Balrock and Lunatone. Eclipse jokes. Okay, yeah, I'm still going. Wow, there's not...
Try the discussion tab, like specifically filter for discussion.
Let's see. Why are all of Directo Serrano's Pokemon female? What are some mons y'all love but turn out to be mid/bad/awful for some reason? What was your biggest 180 Pokemon opinion? Oh, like the 180 changed your opinion. Decent-sized rant. Necrozma is the most heavily and unnecessarily shafted Pokemon in the franchise to the point where Necrozma's lore doesn't make sense anymore. Well, we got it was about 4 in the discussion tab. The 181 is definitely very open to it as well, though. Anyone else hate the small cut trees? Okay, this is actually not a modern complaint, this is an old one.
Oh, thank God.
Ah, yes, we got... For a single-player playthrough, it's unlikely that your entire main team will have 4 good moves anyway, so dedicating move slots to an HM or 2 isn't really that big of a sacrifice, especially in the earlier games with limited learn sets. Or you could just have it be a deletable move. And there's a this one is downvoted a little bit. And the earlier games are where they were present the most. It just doesn't make sense to call it an inconvenience. So you don't like Surf, Fly, or Rock Smash?
I like Rock Smash.
Yeah.
Surf and Fly are useful, though.
Strength, it's fine, I guess. Oh, really good HMs in combats, and then immediately the op post cut. Which is the whole point of the thread. And you wouldn't put cut on a valuable Pokemon, would you? That'd be your fault. Shut the fuck up! The same guys in the next thing. Okay, this is where modding and cheats are truly beautiful in my opinion. Playing games where even HM just magically works from the beginning without teaching it to a Pokemon or anything hugely improves the experience. And then the same dude replied, considering it's canon that non-essential moves have to be taught, which HMs are for the most part, I do not see the issue. You just don't want to be challenged with resource management. Go play the newer ones or play a different genre. Not trying to... He also doesn't believe in periods. Not trying to gatekeep or anything. It's just resource management is a core RPG feature. People complain for years about the lack of RPG features in Pokemon. The one thing they did have, which was resource management, was trade for automated traversal with no consequences, an EXP share that over-levels Pokemon and literally nerfing Pokemon. People who don't understand anything complained about being op. Understandable, but please do not go to older games and just decide to mod out older mechanics. They are a central part of the game. It's okay not to enjoy a game.
Can you downvote this asshole just for me?
Yeah. This guy's awful. I like how it's like, how dare you mod out an essential part of the game that people don't like? How dare players mod things that other people don't like out of a game? Like, that's been a thing for ages.
How dare you mind the essential feature of the old game? You want to understand the true
He's like offended for Game Freak that people modded out the need for cut.
He's offended as if Game Freak didn't mod out the need for cut?
Yeah, because people didn't like it. No. I like how he's calling it, he's like, oh, poor people want Pokemon to be more RPG. I don't really think they do, if that's what the resource management... The resource management is PP and moves and shit, and
RPGs
items.
For resource management is stupid. Like,
most people don't play RPG to begin with. They usually Well, assuming it's the turn-based combat type, they like the turn-based combat style. Yeah, so that was a totally unimportant tangent we just decided to go on, but it was important.
What's the stupidest Pokemon?
I mean, yeah, well, the people who are like that weirdly defend HM saying it adds skill of some sort, or like it's important decision-making or something. That crowd is definitely possibly the stupidest I've ever heard. Another problem, people are like really offended by the starters having like job roles.
Oh my
God,
God,
absurdly offended.
I miss when it used to be things like Fireman and Dragon.
Yeah. And then in order to make their point seem actually valid, they go way out of their way. Have you seen find that old post where the guy like lists? He's like, "Oh, the designs are so bland," and then people are like, "Oh, you know, they're trying to get jobs. They're trying to give Pokemon personalities that not the player giving them." And it's like, you're telling me that fucking Tyranitar was a cutesy itty bitty guy before Tyranitar suddenly had 3D sprites and shit? Like, shut the fuck up. Oh yeah, there's the argument of how decreased difficulty has affected the appeal of towns, and people are like, "Yeah, back in the old games, towns had stuff." And then proceeds to name the most uninteresting
thing. My God.
They're like the Pewter City Museum. Oh.
I'm fucking that post so much. It's so stupid.
That one was painful.
Or like in Johto, where in this town you... Okay, or in this Johto.
Yeah, and it's like they name like boring ass shit and proceed to not name shit from other games that is like the equivalent. Wait, I think I found it. Hang on. Who else here are glad they don't have the Pokemon say their names instead of growl like real animals? I don't remember when they started, but I remember that Pikachu and a bit later Eevee started saying its names instead of its zappy Game Boy growl, and I found it so grating and immersion breaking. Already hilarious. I'm not sure how many others think this as well, but I'm so happy I don't have to hear that anymore, as the last time in the main games was Sword and Shield, and I want it to stay gone. Oh no, what if Pikachu goes, Pika? It's immersion breaking. But maybe you like it. Honestly, if they added a setting to toggle that on and off, then I wouldn't be mind. But then again, I did turn off voice acting in New Snap too.
Would you also turn off the fun setting and anything?
I think there's a difference between Pokemon that want to be people, like the Tyrogue family or Zoroark or even Mr. Mime, and the people who want to be Pokemon, like Meowscarada or Cinderace. You know what he means, obviously. Pokemon that want to be people versus people who want to be Pokemon.
Okay.
And then the guy under, honestly agreed! Okay. I like this principle, considering just the Gen 8 starters for a second. I think Grookey is the best design, because it looks like it would fit with the Gen 1 starters the most. Charizard is a big lizard dragon creature. Blastoise is a big turtle cannon creature. Venusaur is a big plant dinosaur creature. Rillaboom is a big gorilla guy with drums. Cinderace is a soccer player. Inteleon is a guy or something? I don't know. Exactly. Like, Rillaboom is the most thematically correct, but it's still not quite there. I like Mons that you can call creatures as an accurate description. I think starting with the Gen 7 stars, I kind of stopped doing this, notably Incineroar. As if Cinderace isn't... You literally can just go, is a big rabbit creature, and Inteleon is a big lizard creature. You're just lying! You are intentionally omitting basic descriptions. You could do... Charizard is orange.
Blastoise is a dude, I guess?
Yeah, Blastoise is a turtle. Venusaur is just a plant. But Cinderace is a big rabbit creature.
Also, what the fuck do you mean Gen 7? What the fuck is pre-arena if not a goddamn seal?
I think you're saying they started it because of Incineroar, which is just a big cat creature! This is honestly the worst take. That might be the worst post I've ever seen of. And it somehow has 19 upvotes.
19 of you jackasses
are just lying. But have you considered the Pokemon said Pika, and that was immersion ruining, and I hated it. The Pokemon went, Pika! And I went, ah! It's like the pronouns guy.
Fucking pronouns!
Pikas!
Fucking Pikachu! Hey, Mom, I love you.
I really wish Drillbur was thematically correct with the Gen 1 starters, you know? Charizard being a big lizard creature. Drillbur is just a drill, I guess. I don't know. Game for you real quick. Pika! That was at 793 upvotes, by the way.
God, my fucking immersion, you asshole.
So offended by it. Back in Gen 1, Pikachu would go, "Kah!" Now it goes, Pika! Ruined. If only Pikachu followed the Gen 1 starter, stuff. It's just a mouse. I don't know.
Whatever Game Boy did. Now I want to do a mod where it's just like you open up Eevee and it's just a dude going, Eevee.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah, if it was that, I'd get it. If it was just a dude saying Eevee.
Let's go! Pikachu! Pikachu. and
no, it goes, is the mic on? Are we recording? Okay, cool. Pikachu. Is that good? And then that's the entire, every time Pikachu appears on screen.
It's time.
I can't believe Tropius didn't follow the Gen 1 card design. It's just a plant.
Can't believe Quagsire did all the design. It's just a fat guy.
I like we just add, it's only valid if he adds the word creature after it. That's literally the only way he validates it. It's so fucking good. Literally, he starts naming and then he just decides, oh, I'm gonna give up and stop describing the animal that they are. Like, yeah, no shit they're different because you're describing them incorrectly.
They're gonna hate Dead Nine Stars. That's just a gay person, a crocodile, and a furry.
Well, it's a people trying to be a Pokemon, not a Pokemon trying to be a people.
What the fuck does that mean?
Honestly, agreed. Says the reply.
Why'd you use the Todd voice?
But you see, my point is complete.
Your
my point is correct
complete.
because I gave him a funny voice.
Nice work.
That's how you know it's correct.
Well, actually, you know that I'm the one who's correct because I made myself the Chad Wojak while I made you the weird little soy Wojak.
Yeah.
See, here's me. I'm the cool guy and I'm smirking and you're sitting there, you're wrinkling and crying like a little virgin baby. That's why I won the argument and you lost the argument because I'm the big soy Jack Wojak.
Yeah. We finished off one area. We started making good work on another. By good work, I mean we got one challenge done, and I spent the whole time rambling. And you gotta love when people get so offended by something so unimportant that they decide that they need to tell everyone. Wait, let's check what Pikachu's noise is real quick. You gotta find out if this is immersion breaking.
Is this game immersion breaking?
No! Sorry if I scared you. Are you okay?
Yeah,
What about Eevee?
I'm so nervous, I don't want to click it.
You gotta hit the button. Oh, we're good.
No, it doesn't sound like...
Not immersion breaking.
No, it's still weird. I mean, like, I miss when the noises were as...
Yeah.
or whatever.
All 6 noises that were available for Pokemon.
They literally overlapped!
Mm.
There were multiple that had the same noise.
Back when developers had to work around limitations. They have it too easy these days.